Hey guys, this is Rachel Brennan. Thanks for watching Rachel's Little Table, where we're going to be making delicious allergy-friendly food for kids that adults are gonna love too. And you can hear my son in the background. Usually I do most of my cooking either when he's napping during the day or at night after he's asleep. We missed that window today while he was napping. So here we are making dinner for tonight while my son's up. So you might hear some commentary in the background. That's him. So today we're going to be making allergy-friendly, as always, spaghetti squash as our pasta. We're going to be topping that with turkey lentil burgers, and we're going to have everything with our artichoke, spinach, kale, chard sauce. It's gonna be awesome, super healthy, allergy friendly, most importantly, really delicious. Yay! Yes! So we're gonna go ahead and get started on our really easy sauce. This is so easy, you can do this while your kids are playing in the background. So we're just gonna start with jarred artichokes. And these are my favorite. I love artichokes. And I get the ones that are marinated in oil because we're actually going to be using the oil that the artichokes are marinated in. So I'm just going to start with half a jar of these artichoke hearts. We're gonna use the whole thing. I'm just gonna do half at a time so we don't overwhelm the Cuisinart. And a little of the oil. Now, to that, we're going to use this entire bag, so we're going to get in lots of our super healthy vegetables. And you can use any leafy green here. That will work just fine. I love here though the mix that we have spinach, kale, and chard. Super healthy. Okay, so we're going to add this in batches as well. Okay, so now we are just going to grind this up. I'm going to give my husband props here. He is both my cameraman and watching our son. So if the angles get a little funky, that's why. Okay, so I'm just going to keep adding our artichokes. We're going to finish the jar. So to the blender, we're also just gonna finish adding in this bag of our leafy greens. And I'm just gonna finish blending this up, and I'll see you back here in a sec. And if you need to add more oil to this, because the oil from the jar wasn't enough, just add a little olive oil to make sure that you can blend everything and grind it to a nice sauce. Okay, so now we have our artichoke sauce. So we're gonna set this aside, and we're going to mix it with our spaghetti squash and into our meatballs. But this is a great dip on its own. So healthy, allergy friendly, super delicious. So now we're gonna get started on our turkey meatballs. And all I'm going to do here is I have some ground turkey. I'm using ground turkey because that's what my family likes to use, but you can use ground beef or ground chicken, anything you like. Okay, and to that I'm going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of our artichoke, spinach, kale, chard mixture. Delicious. That's going to add some nice flavor to these. I am then going to add 2 tablespoons of capers, and these are going to give them a little bit of a kick. A nice salty kick to them. So yummy. And now we're going to add our lentils. These are cooked lentils, and I'm going to add 1 cup to this mixture. So this is going to be a really healthy meatball alternative, but still super, super delicious. Just gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Now we're gonna get dirty. Okay, we're just gonna stir everything up, and I'm gonna use my hands here. It's just easier. And I'm gonna just mix this mixture together until we have it combined to form meatballs. Okay, so our meatballs are done. Those are ready to go into the oven. When we put those in the oven, we're also going to put our squash. So what I've done is just halved a spaghetti squash. And when I say I mean my husband. This one is pretty big, and sadly I'm just not strong enough. Although I have done them before, so it doesn't always take my husband. Okay, now I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil over it. Then some salt and pepper. This is really easy. Ooh, some pepper and some salt. Okay, now just turn them upside down. That's that. I've preheated my oven to 375, so I'm just going to add my meatballs to the oven and add my spaghetti squash. Okay, so our spaghetti squash is gonna take about 35 minutes to cook, and our meatballs are gonna take about 45 minutes. So while those are cooking, I'm going to make the other thing we are going to put on top of our pasta, which is going to be zucchini and shallots. So I've sliced 1 zucchini and I've sliced 3 shallots. Now you can add any vegetable you want to the top, or you don't have to add any extra vegetables. I like it because I like to add some variety here with our meatballs. So over medium-high heat, I'm just going to drizzle a little olive oil in our pan. And I'm going to saute our shallots. Okay, so shallots are going in. And I'm going to give those a couple minutes, then I'm going to add our zucchini. So I'll see you back here in a sec. Okay, so our shallots are looking good. I've just turned our heat a little lower so they don't burn. And now I'm going to add our zucchini slices. My son's coming over to watch. Okay, so now I'm going to add our zucchini slices. And we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And these are only going to take about 10 minutes to cook. So I'm going to let these continue sauteing away, and I'll see you back in a little bit where we'll put everything together. Hi guys, so welcome back. So I have just turned one of our spaghetti squashes into our pasta, and I'll do the other half now. So just flip it over. Be careful, it might be a little hot out of the oven. And all you have to do is take a fork and just go in from the sides towards the center, and you turn your squash into pasta, and it looks so pretty. And you actually get so much pasta out of one spaghetti squash. Okay, so we're just finishing doing our spaghetti squash. Okay, that's that. So our squash is done. Move that out of the way. Now we're going to put everything else together. And this feeds a lot of people with one spaghetti squash. Okay, so now we're going to take our artichoke sauce and just pour that right on top. So delicious. Now we're just gonna combine this so our squash doesn't stick together, and so everything's coated with our artichoke and spinach and kale and chard mixture. And it's such a nice, vibrant green color as well. Now we are going to add our zucchini shallot mixture right on top. And these are super yummy too. And like I said earlier, any vegetable here works. Okay. Yum. And then last but not least, we are going to top our pasta, which is really squash, with our turkey lentil caper meatballs that also have some of the artichoke, spinach, kale, chard, all that delicious, healthy, good stuff in there. I'm gonna top it with our meatballs. And look at that. I mean, look how, with just one spaghetti squash, look what a delicious, big dinner we have that everyone's gonna love. Now, I'm going to taste everything together just to make sure everything works well. I'm gonna get a little plate. Okay, now get some squash and some zucchini, and I'll get a little meatball. All right, I'll get a little more squash, why not? Okay, now, these are our turkey meatballs with the lentils. Everything is so delicious. All right, I'll taste the zucchini too. There's so much flavor. Everything here is so healthy, and everything is completely allergy friendly. This meal is one that you and your family are gonna love. Enjoy!